Sure. You got that, John.
Coach, I'd like to get started by, first of all, congratulations on the title and the undefeated season. Can you give us a little thoughts about what you thought about the game, and then we'll open it up for the questions.
First of all, congratulations to Arrowhead. I thought they played us really tough tonight. The first half was very difficult. We struggled to score. We had to find some things at halftime to get us going. I thought they defended exceptionally well in the first half, but you know, John, Zach, with some ball screens from Will, really got us going, just got some movement offensively going for us, and we started attacking. We got a little bit more aggressive. Ball started going through the rim, and I think we just felt a little bit more confidence building at that point. And you know, we've kind of had this game on repeat in some ways, where the first half might be a little bit close, and then the second half, you know, we just come out with a ton of energy and kind of blitz teams, and that's what happened tonight. And you know, they made a little run to come back at it, where it got cut to, I think it got cut to 1 or 2. Probably should have called timeout earlier, but these guys responded really well.
Open it up for questions.
Brian, you guys are 29-0, but to make the season a success, you had to go 1-0 today, and 30-0, first state title since 34 at the school. Actually, for all of you, what does this mean to you guys? Because you guys had the target all year, and you answered.
Incredible job by these two guys and the rest of our team dealing with that pressure. It's challenging. You know, you feel it whether you want to admit to it or not. You feel it. You know, I certainly felt it a little bit coming into this game. Not so much like, hey, we got to go 30-0, but you know, we want to win a state championship. And I think any coach that says you don't feel that a little bit has got to be lying, because I know I felt it today and had been in this situation before in 11. But these guys responded. Ton of confidence in them. Can't say enough about our team today.
Yeah, you know, like Coach said, you feel that pressure, and the only way to not feel that pressure is take it game by game. You know, this whole year we wanted to stay in the present. We wanted to go off one game at a time, and that's how we got to 30-0.
We're obviously trying to chase perfection from the start of the season, but to actually accomplish 30-0, it's something special. And you know, it was fun out there last time playing with this group, and to finish off 30-0 at the state championship is really special for me and all of my teammates as well.
Brian, second half, you shot 14 of 20 from the field, 70%. And you talked about some of the adjustments. Was that the confidence? Was the execution something specific to set things up, or a combination of both?
You know, I think the kids just did a good job, John and Zach. You know, we've kind of found it maybe a little bit at the end of the first half. We went with a set with a flat ball screen. Zach got off it with, what, about a minute left, something like that. We went back to it right at after we got the tie-up timeout. You know, we went back to it, didn't score on it, but that looked like that was something that could get us going. And we did these two guys did a great job utilizing Will and that high ball screen. That flat ball screen. We went with a stack on the flat ball screen, and that helped get us going as well. You know, and then we just kept playing off it, and we just found ways to score a little bit with motion and movement, even outside of the ball screens.
Two-part to Brian and Zach. A 10-point lead you had. You're trying to pull away. Zach gets 5 straight, the corner 3, the steal and the layup. What did you see from your sophomore there to step up big? And Zach, what did you kind of do in that situation to take advantage and get those points?
He's just made big plays all year. And so for him to take that corner 3 against the 1-3-1, you know, and I thought that was probably a good call on their part. They needed to try and change the tempo of the game. But, you know, we moved the ball, found Zach open in the corner, knocked down a 3, and then hit him quick in transition. You know, that's what he does. He's not afraid of the moment and hasn't been all year.
Yeah, it was good timing. I mean, I think I was maybe 0 for 4 or 5 from 3 from before that, but one fell for me at that time, which was big. And then I think both were assisted by my brother here, John, though, which were big, coming off the corner 3 and then pushing up in transition. He saw me. So that was a nice 5-point run to give us an extra boost and then coast the rest of the way.
You were 0 for?
I was 0 for, from 3, I think I was 0 for maybe 4 or 5 to start. So timely one, though, which was big.
To either one of the brothers, obviously now the 2011 team can maybe take some solace in this win tonight, but Is there any chance that your dad takes something out of this? Obviously, when he was at state, it didn't go well for him. Do you think that this kind of takes something for him as well?
Yeah, you know, this weekend my dad shared his story with us, his state weekend story, and I think this means a lot to him, not only because it didn't go the way that he wanted to when he was here, but also because, you know, he's coached the senior group growing up, and he came with us into the varsity coaching staff when my group came in, so this means a lot for him to go to be part of this with the seniors that he's grown up coaching.
Yeah, John hit on the head. This is all of our win, and to share with the 2011 guys who couldn't quite do it, it's special for that as well. And you know, our dad came up short back when he was here, so it's fun to have everyone in on this, and not just the players, but the coaches in the community, and it's fun.
I think just to reiterate that, I sat here next to Reese Zoli, and Reese was unbelievable answering some tough questions on that night, the way the game ended. But you know, just to get that Reese and Brett Vandenberg and Jordan Poitras and Mason McCarskey, Adam Beyer, Matt Van Straten, and I'm missing a few in there, Chris Kading, how can I forget him? I mean, you know, those guys really helped build the foundation of what our program is and get excitement of youth basketball. You know, so these guys, whether they knew them or not, they helped build the foundation, and so I still feel bad for those guys not being able to win it, but the win is, they contributed to this win tonight, no doubt.
Brian, you mentioned youth basketball and everything with the kids growing up when Zach and Johnny are in 4th grade to 5th grade. You're at the end of the bench when I'm officiating for all the youth, 8th grade, 6th grade, 7th grade, every single Saturday. How rewarding is that as a program to be able to get this?
It's extremely rewarding, you know, and I think the special thing about this group, our team this year, they're all kids that have played in our Booster Club program since 2nd grade. Hogan Domofsky, I think, came in 5th grade, maybe 4th grade, right in that area. So all these kids grew up playing together. I mean, that is so unique. You know, I've had kids come in and transfer in before and whatever, and there's nothing wrong with that. But just to get it done with a homegrown team, if you will, that's played in your Booster Club all throughout, it's amazing. You'd have to do some research to figure it out, but I don't know if that's happened much at all before, especially at the Division I level.
Hey, Brian, congrats.
Thank you.
You talked a lot about this team's collective IQ on the floor, and I don't, no knock, but I don't know if you're the most athletic team that's ever won a state championship, but just talk about that IQ, how it led to, 6 turnovers, I think, tonight in a pressure situation, and the way you defended, not only tonight, but every night.
Yeah, our defense is so remarkable in how they get after it. We pressure the ball, we're intense, we scramble. I think, you know, these guys are sitting here, but Gabe Herman was phenomenal tonight. I don't know how many people noticed, you know, with Hornseth in help situations, there were a number of times where we needed to pinch down on Gilbert in the dunker spot, you know, and that's a weak side rebound that killed Nina last night and has killed a lot of teams that Arrowhead has played. And Gabe was tremendous, you know, finding that box out and washing Gilbert to the baseline. You know, these guys rebound, our whole team rebounded. Can't say enough about Gabe, and he kind of got us going with two big threes. I can't, you know what, kid makes big shots and layups, and I mean, can't say enough about him.
Johnny and Zach, when did you guys kind of realize you were going to win a state title, and what was that feeling like at that moment?
Yeah, you know, we've come to the state tournament every year, and we see these teams win, wishing that could be us. And you know, when we came in, we were up 20, and you know, the subs were coming in. It was kind of surreal for me. I didn't really know how to react. I didn't know how to feel, and you know, just being able to celebrate it with these guys. My last game as a DP Redbird, it's really special.
I think we went up about 15, maybe around 4 or 5 minutes left in the game, and they had a timeout, and we came out and we got a stop, and then hit some free throws, got another stop. I think we all kind of felt it at that point that we keep getting stops, keep making our free throws, it's going to extend this game, and it was really special. It got the crowd into it, so it was fun. Just realizing that it's very exciting, a special moment for everybody.
Brian, what's Johnny meant to your program? 2,000 points, Mr. Basketball, now state champ. he's done okay for you.
Yeah, done better than okay. He's been an absolute, if there's a way to describe a high school kid as a, I shouldn't say kid, young man, as a pro. He's a pro in the way that he's handled everything that's come his way, from individual accolades, being humble, working with young players, giving time to young players, just being somebody who represents the face of your program. On a personal level, just being in practice with him every day. I think coaches, myself, we love players who love basketball as much as we do. I enjoy spending time in the gym with players and trying to improve them. And when you have somebody like him, every day in practice, who not only matches but exceeds your competitiveness and your love of basketball, that's special. And I'm a little bit sad we're not going to wake up and get to go practice tomorrow morning.
Me too.
John, when's the first time you remember thinking or talking about accomplishing what you guys did tonight, and what do you remember about that?
Oh man, it had to be probably around 7th or 8th grade, coming here, watching the teams. We're sitting 5 rows up, and I'm talking to my dad and my 2 brothers, and we're just like, man, I can't wait till high school and we have the opportunity to do this. And ever since then, the dream has been to get into this position, and I'm so happy to be here.
Johnny, it looked like you and Gabe had a nice embrace after the final horn there. Brian was just kind of going into how big he was tonight. Obviously, the 2 threes, defense, great passing. Can you speak to just that moment that you guys shared as fellow seniors, and how big he is for you guys as a glue type guy?
I'm just so happy for him. He got hurt during his football season, which was his main sport, and I just felt really bad. He always kept a positive mindset through it all. So, to share that moment with him after the game, we've grown up playing on multiple teams together, and it's so special knowing that that's our last game, and we gave it all for each other because we knew this is how we're going to go out. So it was a really cool moment to, just embrace that with Gabe.
We'll wrap it up with one more question.
So for the brothers, the driveway battles between you two and your older brother, how much did that drive you guys, and how much did that improve your game? Obviously, you play a lot of AAU basketball, play a lot of basketball, period, but how much maybe between the 3 of you did maybe the older brother drive you, Johnny, and now you're driving him to further success? But talk about the brotherhood there, if you will, maybe in the driveway. What did those games look like?
Yeah, a lot of credit goes out to my older brother, Jake. My dad always coached his grade too, so we always got the opportunity to work in with their team, working with their practices. So it was always good for us, growing up to play those older kids, the stronger kids. And then, in the driveway, we battle out there hard, and sometimes our mom does not like that when we go in. Someone goes in, slams the front door, and she knows something's wrong. So, it's always fun, but we've definitely pushed each other to be the best we can.
Yeah, those battles through the years, they've been fun. And as the years went on, Jake kind of, he was the big dog at the beginning. We catch up to him, so it's fun. But I'm gonna miss that as it's slowly going away. Working out with John and Jake, because that's been special to me, and getting me better every single day. Because I've been tagging along with these guys ever since I was in 2nd grade, just to play and to accomplish this at the end of it. It's very rewarding.
I know you got teammates and family to get to tonight and celebrate, so congratulations. And
We're going to let Will celebrate
enjoy.
tonight.
Thank you.